Welcome guys to another video here on the Man United Daily YouTube channel, and in this one I want to talk about transfer rumours, and the first one is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I think we all know now, since his stellar career so far at Dortmund, striker, immensely pacey, and actually a very good goal scorer, despite his reputation in France, where obviously his speed and his pace was all there, but his finishing ability was a bit in question. But he's developed himself very well under firstly at Jurgen Klopp and now Thomas Tuchel at Dortmund, and obviously due to his impressive numbers, he is going to be linked to a lot of big clubs this summer. The reports yesterday was from the Daily Mail, which, your alarm should be ringing loudly. Like, they're not going to be the most, trusted source, but they reported that United are eyeing up a 60 to 70 million pound deal for the Dortmund hitman. And obviously, I think we still are a striker short in that department. Rooney, Rashford, Martial all chipped in with gold, and Rashford especially since late February has chipped in with a few goals. I think if we were to challenge on the domestic front, even in the league, to remain competitive, we all need a top goal scorer who's gonna guarantee at least 20 goals a season. And Martial, for all his it's not a criticism really, but 8 goals in the league and he's our top goal scorer. I think that is a detriment to our team. I mean, United in the past, Van Persie, probably the last out-and-out striker who guaranteed goals every time he played. So in that regard, it's a very poor record. 8 goals, we are literally in May, and that record is absolutely appalling. And from that goal amount or goal record, you have to think, how the hell are we actually even in 5th position right now? But defensive record is very good. But going back to Aubameyang, pacey, strong, big striker, and very good goal scoring stats. So seems to be all there. The price is a bit inflated, but I think any player now linked with United, especially knowing our situation and our financial details, is going to always push for that extra little bit, even though they know themselves, the selling club knows that the price is going to be inflated. So Aubameyang would be a great signing. I mean, I can't see it personally at the minute because Thomas Tuchel and Dortmund are rebuilding. The only caveat I would see is that announced this week is that Hummels has announced that he wishes to leave Dortmund and go back to Bayern Munich. So that sort of trend continues where Bayern are cherry picking Dortmund players again. So that might tempt Aubameyang to go into another league where perhaps there isn't such a monopoly on the domestic front. So that could be a possibility. I would love to see him here. I mean, the pace and the size he has will be a great fit in the Premier League and beyond. He's 26, so he's very developed, obviously, and experienced, but he still has a bit of room to have 5-6 years at least at a top level still. So that the age wouldn't be a concern. The price wouldn't be a concern. I mean, none of you should be concerned about the price. I mean, at the end of the day, it's coming out. It's better to be spent on players helping us on the pitch rather than in the Glazers' pockets, and that's my point of view. The price, like I said, will be inflated, but for a player of that quality, I think it would be worth it in the long run, and especially given our goal record this season. So, what do you guys think of Aubameyang? Leave your comment below. And the next player I want to talk about is Renato Sanches, and I think a lot of you guys will now know who this 18-year-old is. Box-to-box midfielder, typical number 8, and the comparisons are easy made between him and Anderson when he was at Porto. Box to box, very attacking minded, a bit raw, but all the materials are there in making for a top class player. Obviously, there's been a long-standing rumour. It's almost getting like the Schneider saga. It's been reported that United has watched Sanches on 22 occasions, I believe, this season. So a lot of times, every single match. And to put it into perspective, Sanches only been playing the first team this season. So United's been keeping track of him all season. He would make a very good, number 8 in there. Benfica do sort of like play 4-4-2 at times, but from the videos and people talking about Sanches, I wouldn't be too trusting him in a two midfield sort of like role, because he's still, like I said, very raw. Only 6-8 months of first team football. Champions League, yes, but at the end of the day, you still will need that bedding period at the top level of the game. So Sanches, like I said, will be a good addition to our midfield. Potentially playing a 3 like we are at the minute, I think he would slot in very, very well. But I would have reservations about him playing in as a 2 in there. He could potentially, perhaps on the wing or even as a number 10 until he settles down as the number 8 role, box-to-box midfield. The price, is a reported £46 million because of a buyout clause. It was reported that United were interested in January, but due to I think just because even United realised that it would probably potentially too soon for Sanches, then that will be the case, not taking him in January. The other thing, I think this deal, because it's ramped up so much, is because other clubs are now swirling around him. So it might be a Ronaldo situation where United basically bit the bullet and took the first option. And obviously there are obvious links to Jorge Mendes and Jose Mourinho as well in that regard, all Portuguese, all under the same stable of management, so that all makes sense and links in. But it will be an interesting signing, but like I said, I'll be excited. But from what I've read, and people on Twitter who watches a lot of Portuguese football, do think that he does need perhaps another season in Portugal. And if he were to come to United and play straight away, then we would need to be patient with him. But I think we've seen this season the fans have been taken to young players particularly well, and especially Martial, who's shown that if you have the character to carry the burden of the price tag, the manager will play you and enable you to succeed on the platform they build. So interesting times. Depends, I guess, if Van Gaal is still there in the summer, or will the Mourinho appointment or potential appointment will accelerate this deal. It's an exciting one, but like I said, he would be very raw, and from experts or Portugal experts who watch the game over there say that he probably needs another season. But what do you guys think of Renato Sanches? Leave your comment below. So there you guys have it for another transfer talk video. I hope to bring them out more often. Obviously, there's still already a lot of rumours given the imminent end to the season and the approaching potential appointment of Jose Mourinho, which could have much bigger effect on the transfer policy going forward. So it's an exciting time and nervous time, I guess, for United fans out there. But again, what do you guys make of Renato Sanches and also Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang? Leave a comment below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content. You can also check me out on Twitter at ManUnitedDaily or on ManUnitedDaily.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.